believe in fate? Last night, I had one of those dreams where I woke up and I couldn't remember anything I dreamt about, but I knew it was something great. When I woke up, I felt warm all over. That usually means I dreamt about him, my soulmate. I know it's silly. I mean, I don't even know what he looks like. Even when I do remember my dreams, he's just this blank face on this great body. Or Brad Pitt. Just kidding. But even though I've never met him, I know what he'll be like. He'll be someone who looks in my eyes and knows that's where he belongs. That's why I'm so excited about tonight. Did you ever wake up and know it was going to be your day? I did today, first time. I woke up 5 minutes before my alarm went off. The sun was shining, the birds chirping. I felt warm all over. And then I read my horoscope. Today is your day. What you dreamed about becomes real. Romance figures prominently. Musical notes involved. Okay, I don't get the musical notes thing either, but that's not the point. The point is, it said today is my day, and it has been all day. I stepped on the scale. I was 5 pounds thinner, and that was after getting out of the shower. On my way out the door, my manager tells me he's going to fix that broken closet in my apartment that I reported 6 months ago. Normally, I wouldn't believe it because I rot muck, but I've had this feeling all day, and that's leaving out the best part of my horoscope. Romance figures prominently. Excuse me. Hi, are you Martin?
No.
Oh, sorry. He's not here yet. Martin, my date. Actually, it's a blind date. Both Dan and I have blind dates tonight. To tell the truth, I was terrified. Until this morning. You know, my luck is actually worse with men. Which is why I told Dan to meet us at the same place. I had a friend at work set us up. Raul. He's gay. We decided to meet our dates at the same place just in case they were ugly. If I knew my day was going to be like this, I would have told Dan to fend for himself. Do you see what I mean? This is my favorite painting on this coffee mug. I was in here 2 days ago, and they didn't have this mug. It's like some big, giant cosmic accident. It's fate. The Scream. Dan says only freaks like that painting. I think only tactless jerks call their friends freaks. Looks like the jerk's doing okay so far. He hasn't pissed her off yet. She seems okay. Looks a little thin for Dan, though. He's Italian. They like those buxom women. Or at least he does. And he thinks he speaks for every guinea on the planet. He hates it when I call him a guinea. Guinea. Oh, that's Dan. He likes me, but we're not. No. I mean, he's sweet. We always do stuff like this together. Well, not like this. We usually come here and get coffee. Well, he gets coffee. I don't like coffee. Or tea. Actually, I hate tea. But we're just friends. It's hard to explain. Dan and I, we just...
Celtic.
It's Celtic.
Celtic.
But the only people that pronounce it that way are the Boston Celtics.
Exactly. They're a professional sports organization. Wouldn't they know? They've won 13 world championships, and they don't know how to pronounce their own name. Excuse me, miss.
Yes?
I was just wondering, you could probably overhear our conversation as well. Is it Celtic or Celtic?
I really don't
It's
want to
fine.
get
Really,
it.
it's okay.
Then it's Celtic.
Oh. So what other types of music do you like?
You see what I mean? Dan's always like that. He relates everything to sports. It's kind of cute, if it wasn't so stupid. His favorite topic is baseball, specifically the Yankees. His dream is to find a woman who loves them, or at least one who's willing to love them for him. It's a pipe dream. We wouldn't get along. We bicker constantly. Dan calls me the ex-wife he never had. I call him evidence to the need for artificial insemination. He's really not that bad. He's just that bad for me. Dan just needs to find a woman who isn't annoyed by him, and who isn't meeting her soulmate tonight.
Hi. You must be Kelly?
Oh, hi, Martin. I was just looking at this mug.
It's very nice.
Uh-huh.
So, would you like something to drink?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Coffee?
I'm not a big coffee drinker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you liked this place. We can
No.
go there.
I do like this place. I just don't drink coffee or tea. You know what? I think I might like some coffee. They used to have this jazz blend. Could you see if they have that?
Jasmine,
Uh-huh.
like music.
If they don't have that, then juice.
Oh, okay.
Jazz blend. Musical notes involved. I figured it was worth a shot. I just hope the stuff doesn't taste like coffee. They used to have this jazz CD that they sold with the stuff. That's how I remember it. Martin's pretty cute. And nice. Looks like he stays in shape.
Cream sugar, right? Oh, excuse me, miss. How's it going? Martin looks good.
When he drinks coffee.
Yeah, she seems nice. What'd you think?
She does seem nice. Although,
What?
no, never mind.
What?
Nothing. That was wrong, wasn't it?
No jazz blend. They haven't had it for a few months. They did have some CD though.
That's okay. Thanks.
As you can see, I'm very experienced at this.
Oh, are you? I don't really know much about coffee. I do think this is a great place, though. A nice place to meet people and to talk.
Actually, I've never been here before. I was talking about dating. This is my third blind date in a row.
Oh. Well, you know how these things can be. Hit and miss. Maybe you just had some bad luck.
I guess that's possible. So, do you think maybe my luck could change?
I think maybe it could.
Because it just seems very unlikely that none of them would have worked out. They all seemed very compatible.
What?
My dates, they all seemed compatible. You know, interests, hobbies, political affiliations. I went through a service.
A service?
Uh-huh.
Third blind date in a row. That's not so bad. A lot of people have had 3 blind dates in a row from the service. That doesn't make him a freak. It's not like he has a third eye or anything. So,
I found that jazz CD you wanted. I had to dig it out of the back corner of the stock room, but it's still in perfect condition.
Thanks, but she really doesn't want it.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. But thanks.
so, how come you went through a service? I mean, it doesn't look like you need one.
Well, it's been kind of hard to meet people since the divorce, and it seemed like a good idea to find someone whose interests were similar.
Okay, God hates me. Next, he's gonna tell me he voted for Perot. Well, you know, how much can you really tell by those things, really?
You'd be surprised. You can learn a lot about people by surveying their preferences. In retrospect, that's probably what I should have done with my wife before marrying her.
Really?
Yeah, you see, the modern study of demographics doesn't just break people down into groups like age, gender, and ethnicity. You have education, region, family size and type, marital status.
I want to rip my leg off and beat myself.
The Godfather movies.
Looks like Dan's moved from music to movies. His favorite movie is the Godfather trilogy. Shocker, huh? He likes all 3, but if he had to pick, part 2 would be his favorite.
If I had to pick, part 2 would be my favorite, but I like all 3.
Next, he's gonna segue into baseball and start with the Yankees.
You even like part 3, even with his daughter?
It's not that bad. Okay, maybe compared to the first 2, but not compared to most movies in general.
I don't know. I thought she was pretty terrible.
That was pretty good. You know, you have really pretty eyes.
Thanks.
And that doesn't even take into account the metaphysical considerations. So, Kelly, tell me, what's your sign?
Uh-huh. Is that Rain over there?
What?
Rain, she works in your office, right?
Do you know Rain?
Never met her before in my life. Only in passing. How about we go over and say hi? Rain works with Martin in the business office. She's an accountant. Thank you, Raul.
You want to go over there?
Yeah, why not? It'll be fun.
That's really not how these things go usually. You know, I tell you about me, and you tell me about you, and we sit and talk together, alone.
Come on.
This is really not how these things are supposed to go. Do you like old movies?
Actually, my favorite sport is baseball. I'm a big